Alrighty guys, I did some testing today. I still have not done, I just got out of work a little bit ago. In fact, I've had a few adult beverages and waiting for my food that I ordered from Hungry Howie's to show up. I still got testing to do with my 550. I'm not sure when I'm going to get my 261 back. We might do testing with that too. But for those that are wondering, you know, this is my standby. This if you store your saws, put this stuff in it. That 500 had 2-year-old fuel in it. Fired right up. Ran good the other day when I made that video. I've got saws that have been sitting, probably some of them, as long as I've been running Red Armor, and they can, you know, I can dig them down off the shelf every now and then, pull them over, and they start up and run fine once the smoke clears out. But the fuel I run in my stuff, if I can get away with it, I like 87. The faster in a 2-stroke, the faster the fuel, the more volatile the fuel is, the more power you can extract, up to the point of detonation. If you're getting pre-detonation, then you'll start losing power. To make things fair, I used 8 ounces of each one of these oil, Red Armor, this new Moto Milk, and this Demund Tech L111. Each one of these got 8 ounces put into each one of these tanks, and the tanks were completely empty, and I put 2 gallons exactly down at the Shell gas pump, at least what the gas pump was saying was 2 gallons, and mixed up each of these batches. I dumped out my 2-year-old stuff, dumped in the fresh 32-to-1 mix of my Red Armor, let the saw warm up, did some test cutting. I come in, dump the fuel in this container, and then dump the fuel in this container, and then I tried the second one I ran was the Moto Milk 32-to-1, 8 ounces to 2 gallons. Went out there, let the saw warm back up again. I did have to break the segment up because I encountered a couple cookies, so I had to do 2 cuts. I'm not sure if they're going to be in this video or not. Depends on how good I can edit this together. I did cuts with the Moto Milk. I did temperature readings in each one of these things too. Nothing fancy, just break it. That'll be good. Just the Centec temp thing. It's not ideal, but I was hitting in between the fins on the farthest side down from where it got the least amount of air, and then dumped it all in there. This is actually all 3 of the fuels mixed together. The price of this stuff, I'm not dumping it out. I guess maybe we'll do a test in the future on what all 3 of them combined run like. But the price of that stuff, I was not dumping it out. The stuff's expensive. This stuff's very expensive. I ordered this off Amazon. I realize now, I guess Bodie's got a link that I could have probably maybe got it cheaper or something. I don't know. I didn't know. I just typed in Moto Milk and it popped up on Amazon and I bought it. I wanted to do my own blind testing. I didn't want it to be influenced by anything. They're not a sponsor. If they do want to sponsor me, I would love to have some of this stuff sitting around so I can make videos on, and if I end up getting to the races. Same with this. I really like this stuff too. I love this stuff, but the temperature readings, this ran the coolest, but apparently this was also the slowest, which makes sense. If you increase horsepower, heat comes up with it. I got this ran the coolest. I think this was 230, 240. This was 245, 250. This was in the 258 range. I'm being 100% completely honest. I reached out to Bodie. I know he's been promoting this stuff like crazy. I don't know if he's got sponsorships to that or not. I think he's got a link where he gets like $1 per quart or something. Wished I would have known that then. I would have used his link to order it or whatever, but I already had an Amazon account. And if this company wants to reach out to me for any testing, feel free. I'm more than happy to give my honest reviews. I wouldn't mind having a bunch of this stuff so I could actually do a long-term test. Maybe actually go out and purchase a brand new saw and run nothing but this stuff, then port it, and then run nothing but this stuff and keep beating the snot out of it. And we can do teardowns and see. And unless this place wanted to sponsor some oil for testing like that too, I won't. It's not in my budget to keep buying this stuff. I might keep a quart of this stuff around where if I can go to a race, because from the footage that Bodie sent back, I pulled out the clips. I'm horrible at editing, but I pulled out the clips of my video, and I sent. First, I reached out to Bodie, because I didn't want to step on his toes. I know I think he's got dyno testing coming up, and I'm not a douchebag or nothing, so I tried to reach out to him, and because if he wasn't fine with this, I wouldn't even be making this video. But I did reach out to him, talk to him, and I says, hey, you want to do some editing for me? But I can't do the side-by-side stuff. And I thought at the very worst, for data's data. I think he's in the quest for data. I'm always looking for data. Whether it's good data or bad data, data is data. Whether it be dyno results, speed cuts, testing, you can never have enough data. And I thought at first maybe I was feeling a placebo effect, because when I pulled the 32-to-1 out and went to this, I was letting the saw run, and I could almost swear I heard the saw when it dumped the last of the Red Armor out and switched over to the Motomilk through the fuel injection system, that it started running a little different, and the throttle was really, really crispy on it, like really crispy. And then when I switched to this stuff, the crispiness stayed there. I noticed no difference in the crispiness of the throttle between these two. And then I didn't catch it on video, but I went back to Red Armor, and back and forth, and dumped it back out. And when I went back to the Red Armor, I swear I felt a performance loss. I'm not saying this is bad. I still swear by this stuff. If you're doing daily firewood cutting and want to keep carbon out of your stuff and zero carburetor issues, this is the stuff for you. I haven't found a better oil to keep your saw cleaner. This stuff, well, I'll show you the hues. This is the Motomilk, and this is. Let me pour some in this container here for you. I'm a little scared of it because there's 8 ounces to this. It doesn't have much hue. I don't know if you guys can see that. It almost looks like straight gas. Now I haven't torn engine apart with it, but I was a little leery about that. It's a very clear colored. Yes, this is Red Armor 32-to-1. I'm not gonna dump that in there. It's a bright red at 32-to-1. Where is my? Oh, just a little milk. What did I do with the other one? This is the L11. I'll dump some of this out and show you guys this. This got a cool color to it. It's like a bright purple. It's like a bright purple. You definitely know you got something mixed with that stuff. I like how both the Motomilk and that L whatever ran like in this 500. I'll be curious to see if I get the same results. I wanted to use the 500 because it takes tuning the carburetor out of the factor. I tried to push just hard enough to get the saw to clean up under the cut. That saw is on 105 roof, so it does under light loads it sounds like it's 4-stroking. So I pushed just hard enough till I could get the 4-stroke to clean up. I'm not perfect, guys. I didn't try to sack it one way or the other, but there's possibility maybe I pushed a little harder than this, or vice versa, or maybe I pushed too hard on this. It's you know, I can only give you my results, and I sent Bodie my results to let him know. But I want to do more testing, and like I said, if this reaches to the guys that are making this stuff, I'm super curious about your product. If you wanted to, I don't know how to hook up to an affiliate link. I probably wouldn't do anything like that, but I would be more than happy to do some independent testing. I think Bodie's doing some dyno testing next week. I'm super curious about that. I was gonna, when I went to the dyno the other day, I was gonna do that, but Joe said Bodie already had something to do with that. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna step on his toes. So I might wait to see how that goes, and then I might reach out to another guy with a dyno. I don't know if he wants to be named or not, and see if he wants to do some independent testing for me, because like I said, data is data. Now, I got higher temperature readings with the stuff over the Red Armor, but like I said, apparently I got faster cut times with these two than this, which faster cut times typically means more power. The saw felt snappier. I have no idea right now as of the long-term effects of running this stuff. Like, is this extra power coming at a sacrifice to wearing on parts? I cannot confirm or deny that at this time. I need a few quarts of both of that to thoroughly test in a single saw to basically beat the crap out on the channel, so we could tear it down and see. I already know what this stuff does. I've torn tons and tons and tons and tons of saws down, and I've ran this multitude of times. I always love the film strength that's on that stuff. But at the same time, just a second, let me pause you. I think my food's here. Yep, that was my food. I'll set that over here so it can cool down for a minute. But I forgot what I was jibber jabbering about. But I'm always about data. Data. I would love to get 4 or 5 quarts of this stuff so I could put it through its paces. Because at 32 to 1, you use at 8 ounces for every 2 gallons. You're using a lot of it. But if I ever do by chance ever get to a race, just judging. I got the video saved to my phone. I'll have to stitch it in here, but I think Bodie said it was almost 2 seconds difference in the cut. If that's true, that's huge. In the race world, that's a mile. And I'm a horrible racer anyway, so at this point in time, if you're seeking maximum power, probably these two. I don't know about long-term effects, but definitely curious to see how my 550 behaves on that stuff. And I'll probably reach back out to Bodie again if I do the 550 testing, because I'm sure he'd probably want to know too. Bodie had no idea that I was doing this. I don't want you guys thinking like I called him up and tried to collab with him. I've never, but he didn't even know I was doing it. I just purchased this stuff on my own and said, you know what, I wonder what the deal is. So I'm going to put some footage of this thing running, and then I'll put the clip in that Bodie made for me. And I will be curious of your guys' input in the comment sections there. So, this was never 10 horse, Bodie. If you watch this video, I caught your video. And I've had 3 500s. The very first one I did tickled 9 horse, but the clutch was slipping real bad on it. And then I retweaked some things on it, and I sanded the clutch drum, degreased it all, and I think that one made just a touch over 9. And then I sold that one. I had another one, and that one I think made 9. I had one make 9.5 and 2 make one Tickle 9 and one Made 9. And I cannot remember if this was the 9.5 horse one or if it was the other one that I got rid of. That was the 9.5 horse one. But either way, this is either 9 or 9.5 horse. I kept this one because it's the only one that I've done like it. It's experimental. I wasn't for sure how it was going to hold up or how long it was going to run for. I know Smitty had it for quite a while. Smitty's probably put more time on this thing. It feels like it's got more snot now than it did when I sent it to Smitty. I think Smitty ran it quite a bit. But I so badly want to go in there and retweak some things on this, especially knowing now what I know now. But the thing runs so good. It's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it type thing. This thing's an absolute joy to cut with. In fact, the guy that wanted it, I told him the other day, I was like, I don't think I'm going to sell it right now. And he's a little sore about that, but for what I have into that thing, I cannot replace. Even for what I was going to sell it for, I can't replace it. So it's like, I might as well just keep the thing, make you guys videos with it. But this is probably going to be a long video because I'm going to stitch some other stuff in. So get in the comment sections. And if you haven't, give me a like, a comment, a subscribe, and share the video, guys. My channel's not doing very good right now. I don't know why. But you guys take it easy and have a good one.